Each character takes one battle action in order of initiative. The character's movement actions are spent keeping up with the chase, and that applies to passengers to some extent. I think we can have movement phases if it's relevant, even though you're not in a very movable, not much to move. But just in case the fiction needs you to go somewhere in there, we'll allow movement in there. Right, we're not going to. But in terms of like big movement and stuff, no. You're confined.
I have a question. You will find out why. I'm sorry that you're looking like that. When you hear it, I think you're gonna look at different.
I may appreciate your question.
At what speed are we moving? Because I do have a jump pack.
Yes, you are moving at 15.
At 15 what?
Speed.
So I think you said range 15. So we are 15 meters away from the thing that is chasing us, one of them. But the other one is in melee range, and we are moving. I mean... I know everything is relative, but moving from the earth, like what is the speed of the dune?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. 15.
It's 15. Okay, so if we suddenly stop, those guys are gonna catch up on us immediately. Okay,
or run back by.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Now, the range lifted, minute maximum range of attacks that can be used during this turn. Okay. Enclosed crew and vehicles do not have line of sight on anybody, like in the other vehicles. But you have line of sight to the one in front. The dune.
So no rear mirrors or something. So I don't have anything.
If you want to make a situation check, because as a battle action, you go right ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Well, first of all, we have Heaven, Hedera, and Zora.
Yes. So Heaven looked out, noticed that, said like, "We got company!"
Right.
And she turns back to the cabin and she said like, "I don't think they're friendly. Brace for battle?"
Prepare for battle.
But I mean, sure. Yes, prepare for battle. Get ready for battle? Something, one of these. And she's going to turn on her camouflage.
And Zori will simply hold the safety strap. Actually, I'm not playing Zori. I shouldn't say that.
Zori had some sort of a weapon last time, or did she not?
Nope.
No weapon. She has tools, however. She had some sort of signal
deck, yes.
Signal deck. Can Zori try to hack the other machine or something?
She needs a specific protocol to do that. And she does not have that protocol.
Okay.
But she still have that bad protocol from last time. Dr. Vale tried to get her cyber deck.
Her signal deck, yes. But there was a time lapse. She had plenty of time to get her signal deck back.
Yeah, but it's still primed for badness.
No, that was a protocol that Vale had.
Yeah, good.
So the scramble wave.
Yeah, because we could have a bad situation otherwise.
The other thing that I would ask is like, can Zori tell us with her signal deck or something like how many people are, or how many vehicles or something? Does she has any sort of...
Something tells me that I should really tell you what a signal deck can do.
I think it's
I have no clue.
Hacking device.
That wasn't part
of
the character that I was making.
Gain connection to the signal stream, an internet-like network of wireless computer signals that apparently operates on this wasteland. Each unit comes equipped with a small onboard computer to search, hack, and otherwise interact with programs on the signal stream. Audio and video communication between the user and other characters who have access to a deck. They can only contact with a signal stream if they are within range of an uplink tower.
Okay.
Now, here's another important point, that there are uplink towers scattered and hidden through this zone, so that way they could connect with. Or would they? Actually, that was a black site. They may actually not have had signal towers in it.
We have been moving away from it for a while, though.
And then another important point. is that all those cool things to do with a signal deck, besides just communicate with another signal deck, they all are designated protocols, which are trains. So no, you could hack other vehicles, but
no,
you can't.
Okay, so then my other question is like, would a vehicle like the Dune sled by default have some sort of emitter or tracker that the signal deck would see because it's on the internet or whatever? It's giving a signal that the signal deck.
You're asking if the signal deck is if the Dune sled itself has a signal deck built in. It does not.
Okay, then she cannot use that for anything.
It's just a vehicle.
That's cool. Yeah.
So they're pretty clear about what each vehicle comes with, and that one this is pretty stripped down compared to most.
That's okay.
All right, now the battle sled ahead of you.
Okay.
Is
can I do a banter?
Of course you can banter.
Because I have an action. At least I can try to gain some.
Yes, you can.
Medals for me and for Zori, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't know if we're gonna need them.
We will.
So,
you always need a medal. You go right ahead.
So I'm gonna say like, friend or foes, Zori, I think your double date will have to wait.
Mm-hmm.
And I roll what?
Willpower.
That is a willpower.
No, that's a 20.
Ooh, no fumbles, fortunately.
And Zori's gonna reply like...
I can hear this coming.
I think Zori's gonna look towards Hunter and she's gonna say like, you don't know what kind of dates I like.
Oh, no. Poor Hunter's like, I just work here.
I don't know what's the willpower of... Oh, that's a 3.
Yeah, so she's going to make it. Her willpower, for reference, is 12.
Okay.
She's pretty strong will.
So I'm going to write medal for Zori that we have.
Yeah, perfect. Good plan. Now, Hunter and Dog. And you guys are stuck in a box, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Dog is... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think Dog is going to be able to do much this time. With the one that's in the distance, Dog is useless, but the one that is in nearby, terrifying is great.
That's true. Now, regarding what you mentioned before, do you want to make some sort of analytical check on the engine noises you're hearing? Yes. Okay. Do see.
No.
Oh, I was hoping that you had a 14.
Yeah, no, it's a 12.
Okay.
Sadly.
So yeah, you're getting disoriented. There sounds like if it's this engine, then there are different parts that are sounding off. So you're getting exactly the wrong impression.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't realized that you're in a chase from that end as well, because you didn't see that.
No, I was.
And so then we've got finally Hiding Blade and then I am playing Max.
Yeah. You said you're.
And we'll go.
But I'm aware of battle sled up ahead.
Absolutely.
So I'm definitely trying to do something.
A battle sled is exactly like a Dune
but with
sled.
a cannon.
Well, what the rear cargo compartment where passengers stuff can be is completely repurposed to hold the turret of the.
Yes, we're doing. So I'm trying to do some fancy maneuvering and driving through among these like rock pillars.
Well, that's why we have a map.
Yes.
You're coming in right here is where you are.
Yeah.
Right here. So where are you going to go?
Some fancy skidding and maybe a 90-degree turn or something like that, and just in behind cover.
Mm-hmm. And you've got a 15, which would probably put you right about there.
Yeah.
You
if I succeed, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. As opposed to, for example,
running into a wall.
Into the wall. Yeah. So here it comes.
No medals.
No medals, really.
That's
I made
6.
it.
Oh, you did. Hold off on your idea.
I have an idea. Okay. That's going to be for next time.
Okay, so now there's none of you can hear it because the wind is taking it behind you through the Doppler effect, and so the wonderful cries and of our pursuers, but they are in melee range, and so therefore I'm going to do some attacks. So attack number 1.
I sort of want to see what their attacks look like before I do the idea that I have. So sort of this initiative order kind of works.
Yeah. So this particular protocol, which is the that's funny. Is it a protocol or is it a
how large of a space do you
signal? There it is. There.
In meters?
It's quite big.
Tech roll. Tech roll for Sprocket is 14. Oh. All right. So the bad news for you is that basically the any signal decks that were kind of monitoring anything to for when you came in range of a signal or something like that, suddenly all go squawk and stop working.
That's Lori's signal deck, basically.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know if either of us has signal decks. So.
Yeah,
could be so.
So and that's one thing, and then we've also got the frag grenade and
no thanks.
I just want to see if Carnage applies. Oh,
I don't like that.
Well, it says
you
melee
bleed.
attacks. Well, he's attacking the ship. He can't look inside the ship.
Okay.
He doesn't have the right trait to look inside the ship because there is one.
So it's melee range between ships, but
right.
It's not. I mean, like
they are right on. They are right on the.
But it's not melee range between for personal combat.
Well, also there's line of sight and other issues.
Wouldn't they need
as
a
well.
pilot check to see if they can keep up with the fancy maneuvers?
At the moment.
Yeah,
No,
I mean, I might do return.
Well, you are doing that, but we are in the middle of our initiative here, so
it's the same time.
Yeah,
okay.
right now we're just right. We're resolving the first
I get
chase roll first. We're inside that. And also this is some war games have a tendency for time to sort of do odd little hitches, and I think we're in one.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, momentum apparently doesn't work for the moment.
Things are moving at plot speed.
Exactly. I completely understand that. Okay, it's not marked. Okay, it does not have heavy scale armor. So, therefore, attack with strength check from Lube.
I'm not writing the name of the people that are going to be very soon dead.
That's what you say. And with a strength of 6 and nails the 6 exactly. So it is a perfect throw. Doing 6 points to the Dune Sled. Although, wait, it's going to be 6 points plus whatever a fragmentation grenade does, which I'm sure doesn't do any more than just the base, right? He said, smiling. 10 points to the Dune Sled and its armor piercing. Personal scale damage. Okay, basically it would penetrate heavy scale armor if you had it, but okay. And then anything else about that cool little thing, because I'm using it for the first time, blast. Blast means that it extends past its range point, which means the interior of the Dune Sled.
So I'm imagining we're like moving. You try to make a turn in order to, and somehow
you're initiating your turn.
You're initiating a turn. They are shooting, throwing, whatever, and now we are like.
We will find out. You made your pilot check. Yes. I'm going to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
That does not go away.
No.
I mean, because we're sort of simultaneous, making all this kind of simultaneous. So, therefore, I'm not going to have you spin out. You made your pilot check.
You're a good pilot.
So, choose targets more carefully. When it didn't miss its target. Okay. Interesting. If he missed with an inaccurate weapon, it's the opposing player can say where it hits.
But it still hits us, I guess. Or
this one did. This doesn't matter because he made the roll.
No, but if he missed,
then you got to say where it exploded.
Okay.
For example, not on the ship.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, on the other ship or something else.
Yeah.
And so then, because he's at melee range, he could have actually had him blow up his own sled by accident if he missed. And so then, and then blast. Yes, I already inspected blast. So I think I've caught all of the things about the frag grenade. Not only to the target space, but to all characters, map features, and vehicles that are adjacent to the target space. Total area of effect is 3 spaces by 3 spaces, so that is the full interior. So that means that everybody in there has to make a kill save now.
How much damage?
10.
So what was the kill save?
You have to roll above the damage, which is so you need an 11 or higher. Oh, wait, subtract your armor. But I don't think you have any.
I don't think I have any either.
Mm-hmm.
So I rolled a fail.
Okay. You are wounded.
Yeah, I needed to roll above 10.
Correct.
Yeah, I did.
Wait a moment. You still have options.
Okay.
I'm outside.
You are.
I have armor 4.
Okay, so 6.
And for
so
Zori,
7 or higher.
I got a 2.
Oh, goodness.
And for Zori, does she has an armor?
None.
That's a
reroll.
Yeah.
11.
That's a success.
Yes. Okay.
For Zori.
And dog has armor 6, so
4, 5 or higher.
5 higher.
20.
21 and 8. They're
So
both
fine.
I'm good.
It's a little
Yeah.
28.
This is.
That's right. And so, therefore,
So I'm wounded.
well, let's go and take a look at your options. We don't want to, pass over.
Okay, I have medals.
So here is, there are
I need to
things.
keep my
Okay.
medal for the thing I need to do.
Wounded counters remain wounded. Okay. So that's what wounded does. It just takes you down and incapacitates you. But let's remember what medals do.
Right, if I'm wounded, I cannot do shit, so I
No.
need to use my
Hold
medal.
on. Wait. You can. It still applies after you failed a roll to instead succeed at the roll.
Yeah. But
You can't heal yourself later with a medal.
That's
This moment,
I can succeed.
you can succeed if you spend your
I
medal.
will use it.
Okay,
I was
so
keeping
you are
the
not
medal
wounded.
for a different. I need it for my glyphs, so that's why I wanted to have a medal. But
But you don't want to be wounded either.
that's the
okay.
point. That's the point. I remember
Yes.
that if you are wounded, you cannot do anything. So.
Right.
I have 4 medics.
Okay,
And stay alive.
I'm also using my medal.
Okay.
And the thing is, I activated my camouflage, but it doesn't matter
No,
because
not a
the
bit.
blast
Blast.
thing doesn't care. It doesn't target the same way.
And Zori made hers,
Yes.
and Zog
Zog.
Dog
Yeah.
made.
Dog made his.
Yeah.
The third one basically brings this. I mean, it's at melee range, so effectively you can see this dune bike.
Okay.
Right, is like right in,
Yeah.
almost like flying in the gap
Yeah.
of the dune sled in the breach, and what you see is a Gira, and it has a metal mohawk, and a vest, right, streaming in the breeze over its otherwise metal body. Seems to be slightly altered.
He has a metallic paint over his face
Well-
and screams, "Witness me!"
I wouldn't go quite that far. Let's just say I'm drawing on some of the same inspirations that draws on. I'm not imitating it.
Yeah.
But what I am thinking is that it's actually a lightning strike paint, like right down the middle, and that we can provide perhaps a gender because this Gira seems to have seen fit to have weld or attach a pair.
Okay.
And so and she is in fact screaming something, but there's no way for you to hear what it is.
So instead of being like a metal Valkyrie, we are having Valgira.
No.
No.
Oh, and you can hear this. All of their dune bikes, and there are 3 of them, are blasting, sawing rhythm guitars and shredding lead guitars.
Of course.
Why not?
Of course.
Yes.
So 3 bikes and 2 sleds.
I wonder what protocol, which complex we are talking about here.
The Wagner complex.
And so then, so this is valvula, and valvula is
valvula.
Yeah, valve, like
Yeah.
machine.
Yeah. Sprocket. Loop.
I'm not gonna write them down. I've heard the friendly ones in my.
That's right.
You could have those names. I just ask you if
I
need
am
the
just
name.
writing valvula because if that's one of the other complex the same complex that you have, maybe they're not gonna die. Who knows? If we don't die.
And she with a laughing screech tosses a frag grenade, which is going to go off in 5 seconds. Boing, boing, boing into that cargo bay.
Our cargo bay?
Yes.
You're the cargo.
And so that's what she does. And then it's at that point that, and so they got there first, so the signal is jammed. So therefore, the people in the dunes in the battle sled are going to interpret this as hostile, and they are going to, Well, in this case, it's a warning shot, so you just better hope they don't miss.